Welcome to another edition of the Muscle News in collaboration with evolutionofbodybuilding.net. Today, we will be talking about Primetime Muscles host Tim Wilkins' degrading comments against Sam Sulek. Tim Wilkins, one of the hosts of Olympia TV's Prime Time Muscle, who works alongside Tarek El Gindi and bodybuilding legend Chris Cormier, has come under fire after expressing his feelings about social media sensation Sam Sulek. All the footage is included in this video after this segment. Sam Sulek has become one of the most popular bodybuilding and fitness influencers in the world, thanks to his down-to-earth, honest videos that he publishes about his daily routines. Sam has just recently earned his pro card at the 2025 Arnold Classic Amateur event, and regardless who he was up against in the lineup or the level of competition, he qualified for the event and won his pro card. Sam did not have to compete. He has enough popularity with over 10 million followers across all social media networks. But Tim lashed out at Sam, telling him that he is not good for the sport and he is garbage as an influencer, as you will hear in the videos at the end of this podcast. Tim's colleagues, Tarek and Cormier, could not believe what they were hearing and remained silent throughout Tim's ridiculous rant. After his rant, Tarek El Gindi tried to do some damage control, but it was evident he did not know what to say. Unfortunately, I expected Chris Cormier to protect a fellow athlete such as Sam Sulek, explaining that every bodybuilder goes through this phase when they are younger, but unfortunately, he didn't. What was shocking was that just a few days earlier, on the Minutes podcast, Flex Wheeler, Dennis James, Milo Sarchev, and Chris Cormier himself were talking about the stupid things they did when they were younger, especially when it came to steroids and other dangerous PEDs. Does Tim have anything to say about this? The Menace podcast and hundreds of other shows have spoken about PEDs and other stupid things done in the bodybuilding on numerous occasions. Does this make them all bad influencers for the sport? Minutes after the video went live, the bodybuilding world reacted, and it was all in Sam Sulek's favor, with prominent figures such as Lee Priest, Guy Cestonino, Jay Cutler, and other people who have a voice in the industry calling out Tim for his ridiculous rant. Hours later, Tim admitted that he should not have used the word garbage, but it was far too late, as the damage was done.
That I cannot go without covering, and that is Sam Sulek.
Yep.
Yep, that was it, huh?
He did it.
Good talk, everybody.
He did that.
What about Samson?
So I'll give you a little bit of breakdown. Sam Sulek, he is an internet sensation. He, obviously he did his first NPC show in Las Vegas. He won the overall, and then he went to Arnold Classic and was able to conquer his pro card. I think this kid is very good. I just don't want the pressure on him to be that huge once he does his pro debut, once he moves on into the higher competition. I think he's a great kid. I think he's great for the sport. I think people are going to learn more about him. But let's take it easy. If he places 7th in his first pro show, let's not, destroy the kid.
Which is more than likely could happen because.
Yeah.
You think he's going to be 7th? I don't think he'll be that high.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're going against veterans, guys that's been doing this at the highest level in the sport. So, I mean, that whatever he places, it's going to be what it is. But you want to get in there early and see where you land, see where you're at, and then if you want to take a year or so to try to revamp and get better, then that's good. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Jacob Pacino that took 3rd in the super heavyweight. That's my guy. He's took 3rd in the nationals, and then he's going to be a pro soon.
Guys, I'm going to go a different route on this. And I'll build off what you said a minute ago. But I'm going to start by saying I know we judge against who was there at the time. And when you get your pro card, you get your pro card. Get ready, all your haters and jealous and whatnot. When I did North Americans last year, there were 18 guys in the over 50D class. Over 50 D.
D.
6 of them could have gone pro, and 3 of them could have been top 5 at any show they did ever. So don't get too far ahead of yourself. But I'm going to say something interesting, Tarek, and I'm going to direct this to Sam, and I'm going to say it from the coach. I coach kids who ask me about you all the time. I had my millennial son ask me about you the other time. I do not think you're good for the sport. I think you're garbage for the sport, and garbage as an influencer. And I think the Jay Cutlers and the Phil Heaths of the world need to take you aside and say, you got a great future ahead. If you want to see 30, there's some things that need to change. You have 6 to 10 million young people following you. You're eating like you know what. You show it on your skin. You're taking things that are way beyond your skill level. Build to your max first,
Yes.
and build from there.
And learn.
I was contemplating doing this, and the clip of a Primetime Muscle, as I'm thinking about all this, that we played was about longevity. I'm telling you this as someone who cares about the sport, the youth that follow you, and Sam, I care about you. Knock it off. Slow down. I saw him post a video the other day that said, you only see the years that I've posted online, not all the years that I've put in. You're 23. There aren't a lot of years. There's not a lot of background.
No.
Slow down, take your time, keep your pro card active, and when it's right, build safely.
Wow.
Well, damn.
Wow.
Well,
I mean,
damn.
you know, if you are Sam Sulek listening to this, I think you should take the criticism in a positive way, because Tim has been in the business longer than most of us. I think both of you guys have been in the business for what, 30, 40 years? And I
40.
think it's a very
35.
positive, it's a very positive, it feels like a dad telling his son, knock it off, be careful with your health. That's what I got, and I think that's what Sam Sulek should get. This is a guy that's concerned about me, and I appreciate what you're saying, and I think Sam and his fans should appreciate.
And I do hope that. And that's one of the things, when you've got a generation of kids coming up that are following the Trend Twins and the Sam Sulek,
Right.
they're called followers for a reason. This is a very dangerous cult to be in. I say it out of concern, and I say it out of care, not out of jealousy. I'm not a hater.
It's not the youngest thing you don't want to be the youngest to do this and the youngest. Just like, I mean, you want to be 30s and 40s and still walking around on this earth. You got to take care.
Yeah, if I was a bodybuilder,
Gotta
I'd be
take
shooting
care.
to be Dexter Jackson
Gotta
and
take
Brandon
care.
Curry.
Yeah.
So let's talk about.
Well, I just saw that great video that Tim put out from the show with Chris Cormier. Chris is the only decent guy on that show. Tim knows nothing. And Tarek, is it? Al Gundy? He's only there because of his brother. You two look like Ernie and Bert. Chris is the only one there with knowledge. You other two, oh, Sam is no good for the sport. Imagine if I recorded what I did when I was young. All the food I ate. I'm still here. I inspired a lot of people. Sam's just showing what he does, how he trains, how he eats. Is he saying do what I do? No. So Tim, maybe you should be a better father. Your kids should look up to you and follow you, not some guy on the internet. So maybe up your parenting skills, because Sam's not their father. Sam's probably inspired millions of kids to get into the gym and get healthy. But here you are looking at the negative, and you think you take lots of gear. Do you know that? A lot of kids have bad acne who don't even touch gear. I had some because I had high testosterone when I was younger. I'd get it on my back, not too much, never got on my face or that, but a little bit, but a lot of it too was from sweat. Then you say about the years Sam's put in. Sam, you're only 23. Tim, when I was 23, I was professional, competing on the pro stages. I'd put in 10 years of competing already. So again, you don't know what you're talking about. So, you know what? Worry about you and your own family, and don't worry about Sam, okay? Sam's doing a great job. And by the way, apart from Chris, that's a shit show you're on. Oh, Tim, I never said who the F is Tim. I know who you are. I know you used to MC shows, and you were shit at it. You'd try and make little jokes. They sucked. You'd make little funny innuendos with the female competitors. Oh, and your podium was placed higher than I did. Well, at least I was on that stage competing, not just reading notes. Must have been hard, was it? How'd you train for that? How did you sacrifice day in, day out, year after year to prepare for your reading notes at the Olympia? I think in my era, placing where I did in the Olympia, top 6 a couple of times, was a good accomplishment. What did you accomplish? Try not to spit into the microphone? What you said about Sam was off base. Why don't you talk? You said Jay Cutler, Phil Heath. They show their training. They've done documentaries and videos showing what they do just like Sam. Why don't you come down on them? They use gear. All the bodybuilders that you announced and promoted on that stage use steroids, Tim. But now you're worried about the younger generation all of a sudden because you train young kids? You also work as a Catholic priest? Just asking because you seem upset by it. Sam films his life. Sam's probably inspired thousands of young kids to get into the gym. Doesn't mean they're all going to do drugs. Doesn't mean they're all going to drink chocolate milk. I ate all that junk food. I drank worse than that with milkshakes and adding stuff to it. But Tim knows best. All of a sudden, he knows what's good for the sport and younger people. Good on you, Tim. Maybe just talk into that microphone. You shit on that show, and so is Tarek. He's only there beside you because of his brother. The only decent one on there is Chris, which I'm surprised hasn't knocked you both out. So, Chris, you're doing pretty good. I know you're probably just doing it for the money because I know deep down you don't like those two arseholes. Who would? But try come back with something better, Tim, because I knew who you were. Worse luck. But again, you're just looking for clout. You want to be noticed. What? Slow news day in your world, is it? Well, I'll see if I can get you some MC jobs, okay? Maybe we can go around and do the school circuit telling kids, don't do drugs, don't smoke, don't drink alcohol, because you're such the, righteous one, Tim.
All right, guys, what is going on? I have not done one of these videos in a long time, but after what I just saw today, I felt like I had to jump on here real quick and defend somebody that I don't even know. After the video that I saw that Lee posted, I went and did some research and saw the thing that Tim said in regards to Sam Sulek. So I'm going to speak my mind as well, and I'm going to say this. I think a 50-year-old man that his highest accolade was being on the podium at the Olympia has some set of balls, first of all, to come at Lee Priest. That's number one, okay? Number two, Lee Priest is arguably one of the best bodybuilders in the world and one of the guys that actually beat Ronnie Coleman. Now, let's go a step further. Sam Sulek is garbage. And you came at Sam for the 2 shows that he did and he won. Okay, well, if you want to get pissed at somebody, how about you get pissed off at the judges? Because I think it's highly disrespectful to come at the judges and Sam's placing. It's not Sam's doing that he won. Sam brought his best package at both shows. Second show was significantly better. And he looked phenomenally won. Who gives a shit if he's not going to jump right into the pro league? I didn't jump right into the pro league either. I think Sam's probably going to take some years off and grow, even if he wants to compete. And to sit there and bash him and talk about his gear cycle and about what he takes and he puts out shit information and he should be more honest with kids. Sam puts out selfless vlogs about his day-to-day life. He doesn't sit there and diagnose, cure, tell people what to take. And you have no clue what the guy takes or took or has taken in the past. Jose Raymond, one of the best amateur bodybuilders to ever live, was completely natural when he turned pro. Sean Roden, natural when he turned pro. So I don't understand how you have the audacity to go attack a 23-year-old when you're in your 50s and you said yourself you had kids. How about you have a little decency and a little respect for the vertical that you're in, because we're all in it together. Because I'm sick and tired. You know, Bob came at Nick, and now you're coming at Sam. Where does it end? We're in this sport together to try to grow it. Sam single-handedly has helped grow bodybuilding and fitness overall through and through. So if you come at Sam like that, you're not only coming at Sam, you're coming at every IFBB professional bodybuilder, because that is disrespectful to be in your shoes and somebody who claims that they were high on the podium, and you're going to come and throw shade not only at Sam, but also at Lee Priest. It is absolutely insane. And his eating, I eat probably cleaner than 99% of the pros out there to this day. And I have a calcium score that's an SAT score. I know guys that eat like complete shit, have a calcium score of 0, and have phenomenal blood panels. So just because Sam doesn't eat to your likings doesn't mean the guy's unhealthy. Is it how I would eat? No. But you know what? If I could eat that kind of stuff and look like Sam and be healthy and my markers be good and my heart be good, sign me the fuck up for it. Because I'm not going to say no to drinking milk, cereal, and eating all that stuff. It looks fucking phenomenal. I can't do it because my heart sucks. But Sam can, and he's a kid. He is a kid. We all did dumb shit when we were growing up. He's a 23-year-old child, and you're coming at him like he's a grown-ass fucking man. The only way you learn in life is to fall down, fail, get up, figure it the fuck out, and keep moving forward. Leave the fucking kid alone.
All right, I have to chime in more about this Tim Wilkins statement. First off, who the fuck is Tim Wilkins? Who are you to lecture Sam Sulek like you're his dad? And say what he's doing, what he's putting out on his YouTube is garbage for the sport. He's a garbage influencer? I mean, if he was, why is he getting a huge lineup at the Arnold Expo? Why does he have millions of followers if he's a garbage influencer? That's just a dumb statement to make. Because he's taking gear and he's training on YouTube and talking about what he does for his bodybuilding career and his training and what he's doing. He's not allowed to do that? You're going to lecture Sam Sulek, Tim Wilkins? I don't know why you're even on Olympia TV. I don't know what you bring to that show, but I think you need to go, brother. I think you crossed the line with that statement.